Let's talk about cold calls. Cold calling sucks. No one likes it. Nobody likes receiving them. Nobody likes giving them. That is just a fact. Does that matter? No. We have to do a lot of things in our job that suck. And most of our job is getting people to do things that they wouldn't have done otherwise. Now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about what really matters. Does cold calling work? If so, when and how should you do it? This is what I'll cover in this video. Is cold call effective in connecting with people, especially when compared to other channels like email and LinkedIn? Yes. If you make enough cold calls, you will get a higher response rate than if you send as many emails and as many LinkedIn messages to the same people. However, getting responses is not necessarily our objective. Our objective is setting up meetings. So is cold calling prospects as effective in setting up meetings as LinkedIn and email? Depends on the industry, but in my experience, no. When you cold call a stranger, you come off as a telemarketer, you disrupt their day, you annoy them, and there's a decent chance you're gonna get blocked. Having said that, that does not mean that there's not a place for the phone and cold calling in your prospecting efforts. Here's what you should do instead. Take a two-pronged approach. Split your prospects into tiers. Tier 1 is your most qualified, warm prospects who are most likely to respond to you. Tier 2 are prospects that match your ideal customer profile, but who knows of a response. For Tier 1 prospects, spend some time researching them and then send a personalized value-focused emails or LinkedIn message. Reference something that you have in common with them, something that you found out about them from your research or strategic priority, how you can help with that priority, and then give an example of a similar client and how you're helping with that strategic priority and what the results are. Then ask for them to set up a meeting so that way they can learn more and see if you can help them in the same way. For Tier 2 prospects, send a value-focused email or LinkedIn message that would apply to all of your prospects. Start with relevant industry trends, reference a common industry pain point or challenge, and then how you're helping similar companies. Don't spend too much time customizing it. Send it to the same message to all of your prospects that match your ideal customer profile. After you send your first message, follow up on whatever channel that you used, LinkedIn or email, in a couple of days. Let them know again what you're reaching out about, why you think you can help them, and what they can expect to get out of meeting with you. 2 days after that, switch. So if you started with email, send a LinkedIn message. If you started with LinkedIn, follow up with an email. Reference the message that you had sent either via email or LinkedIn. Reference a similar company that you're helping with it. 2 days later, send another follow-up on that same channel. After that, if you still haven't heard from them, after sending 2 email messages and 2 LinkedIn messages, then that's when you pick up the phone and you give them a call. Most of the time, they won't pick up. In which case, you leave a message and then you follow up with a subject line that says, tried giving you a call and left a message. And then again, reference what you wanted to speak with them about and what they will get out of talking to you. Scenario 1, they don't pick up. Use this script. Hi John, this is Andrew Barbuto calling from your company. I sent a few messages. I was hoping to connect with you because we're helping similar companies create 30% cost savings using our unique value proposition. I believe it would help you in the same way. Would love to set up some time to discuss. I'm available this Thursday or Friday between 10 and 2 p.m. I'll follow up with an email, but feel free to give me a call back give your number twice. Once again, this is Andrew Barbuto calling from this company. Keep an eye out for my follow-up message. It's that simple. From there, send an email, again, letting them know that you had reached out and you left a message. Most of the time, you will get a response. And the reason for that is it's either that they were busy and they truly were not able to respond to you because there's a lot going on, everybody's busy, or they may just respond because they don't want you to continue calling them. Either way, you're getting a response. But you need to do it after you've consistently reached out by email or LinkedIn first. Scenario 2, they do pick up. Hey John, this is Andrew Barbuto calling from X. I sent you a couple messages. I just wanted to follow up to see if we could set up some time to chat. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but we offer a unique offering that's helping similar companies create 30% time savings by streamlining processes. So I wanted to see if we could set up some time to see if we can help you in the same way. Is that something you'd be open to? Wait for them to respond. If they say yes, great, I'm available this Thursday or Friday between 10 and 2 p.m. Does that work? If they say no, no problem, would you be able to tell me why, just so I can jot down on my notes and take note of that for the future? Boom, it's that easy. The worst case scenario, they say they're not interested or they hang up on you because you've disrupted their day. But guess what? You've already sent them 4 messages, so you had a right to give them a call. They could have easily responded at any point, just said they're not interested. Either way, you got your response. And a lot of times, it's just that they're busy. Everybody is busy. Perhaps they're not the right contact. This is valuable information that you can use to help improve future prospecting to that company. Do not just call one prospect at a company. Go wide and deep with your best qualified prospects. On the flip side of things, for prospects that you've spoken to and or need something from, yes, you should call them. That is the best way to move up their priority list. To summarize, cold calling sucks. Personally, I don't think you should open with it. If you do, make sure you're prepared with details on why you think you can help, what you are looking for, are ready to leave a message and to follow. What does work is multiple touch points across multiple channels, aka prospect sequencing. Make sure you're using all of your channels when you are reaching out to your prospects, because it takes an average of 7 touch points to get a response. Use LinkedIn's voicemail messaging. Use different creative ways to get in touch with them. Reach out in times where other salespeople are not reaching out. Again, everybody is busy most of the time. If you are very confident that this is a qualified prospect from your research, then chances are they're just super busy. They have a lot of stuff going on. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're not interested just because they're not responding. Most salespeople give up after 1 or 2 tries. That goes against the fact that it takes an average of 7 touch points before getting a response from a cold prospect. And so you gotta make sure that you're persistent, continue to follow up, add value, don't just follow up to follow up. If you do continue to send value, even if they're not responding, that accumulates. And a lot of times they'll send you a message 3, 4, 5 messages in, say, great, sorry I haven't been able to respond to you, I've been super busy, heads down, but thanks so much for sending the valuable insights, let's set up some time. My book, Top Sales Producer, How to Crush Your B2B Sales Quota, is a step-by-step actionable guide that teaches best practices from my career learnings that have helped me exceed my sales quota by 35% every year of my career. You can sign up for the waitlist at andrewbarbuto.com/books. You can get my exact outreach strategy along with example messages by going to andrewbarbuto.com/outreach. And my meeting hack with the script that I use to secure next steps in meetings within 5 minutes at andrewbarbuto.com/meetings. I hope this helps. Please like and subscribe if you want more B2B sales tips. Thanks so much for watching. And remember, if you're not helping, you're not selling.